Hello there. Today on Andrew Palmer Presents, we've got Eileen Lonergan talking with Pattie Meyer of Big Mac Studio with an overview of one of Pattie's own sites, which is a wedding and cards production site, plus a good look at Reunion, and it's got some nice tricks like uploading profiles and images for a post using a Caldera form, donations using WooCommerce, and a few other things that we're certain you'll love. Pattie also gives us a sneak peek of her next child theme, which will be in the Elegant Marketplace store very soon. Have a good look and a good listen and enjoy.
Good morning. I am here today with Pattie of, is it Big Mac Studio?
Yes.
And we are going to talk about a little bit about her and her business and share with you a child theme that she has just launched called Reunion. And we'll give you a little tutorial along with sort of a behind the scenes about that theme. But before we get into that, Pattie, give us a little who you are and what do you do?
My name is Pattie Meyer. I'm the owner of Big Mac's Studio. I am a full graphic design, website design business. We also do print ads. Originally started or was trained in the early 90s, back when computers were just getting started for doing graphic design. Predominantly, most of my business today is web design. And another love I like to do is logo design.
Logo design is hard.
It's easy.
Easy for you. One of my former clients said I think she was like putting this out into the universe, not to me specifically, but it really hit a chord. And that was, just because something is easy for you doesn't mean it's easy. And therefore, make sure you charge appropriately. And so it's easy for you because you love it and you're good at it.
Thank you. Yes.
All right. So give us, I know your story, but give us a little bit of how you got into the graphic design on the computer, because I'm always curious, people who are closer in age to me, when we were getting our college degrees, learning on the computer and web design, had a different look than what happens now. So can you share a little bit of your background story?
Sure. Like I said, I learned how to do this in the early 90s. I went to the Art Institute. They had a fantastic, at that time, one-year night program where you really just learned the design. I didn't need to get a degree from them. So I took the one course. We had 11 weeks of computer. That's how new it was.
Were you on a Mac?
Yes, we were on a Mac. From there, we had Broward Community College, and I went there and took Photoshop, Quark, and FileMaker for about a year. Became real good friends with the lady who was teaching that, and that was all on a Mac. Brought the first Mac into my house in 1995. And while I was doing that, I was still working as a paralegal. And in 1998, I opened up Big Mac's Studio, and I started doing website design there with a program called PageMill. We did not get along. I wanted you to go here, it wanted to go there, and it would only go there. So I really didn't do a whole lot with it, but the one thing I lost in all the hard drives I had was my original website, and I was thinking about it the other morning on really how much I'd accomplished with slicing and dicing and making it all work for what I wanted to. 2010, I moved over to WordPress. And since then, all clients are WordPress. And it was a year ago? Yeah, about a year ago, I discovered Divi. And now all client sites are done in Divi.
Okay, that sounds great. So do you want to show us, or maybe I should say, may I ask you if you would show us your wedding invitation website?
Sure.
Which
I hit share screen again.
Yes, please. So we know it's Divi, but this is one of those lovely sites that when you come to it, you don't automatically say, oh, here's another Divi website.
This is Pattie and Hank. Hank is my little over 4-year-old black lab who spends all day with me.
I love a black lab.
He's considered, well, all the companies I have, everything I do has got one of the lab's names in it somewhere. So it is all about the lab. So I wanted something very elegant. I didn't want it to look like a divvy site, with the sliders and everything else. I wanted it very clean, and here's the areas you're going to go and all you really need to know about.
Will you take first of all, I love the logo. I love that ampersand. Is that font a custom font or something are you a font hoarder kind of like I am, or?
I'm a real font hoarder, but I am really particular on my fonts.
Okay.
The event and wedding invitations, I can't remember, but I use basically 3
It looks
fonts.
like Century Gothic or something.
No, it's not. It's either, I think it's probably Futura.
Oh, okay.
One of my standbys, Avant-Garde, Ventura, and Frutiger are standby fonts for me.
Oh, all right. We like that tip.
So, this is a real fun script font.
It is really fun.
Can't do a lot with it but I thought it just worked really well for this, and to do the all in lowercase, I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful. And how did you, from a technical question, how did you get your menu like this?
The menu is designed in layer slider.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
Because quite frankly, I couldn't figure out any other way to do it.
Okay. All right. I like that.
So the white background, I can't think of what it's called all of a sudden.
The transparency?
Yeah, the transparency. Thank you. That's all out of layer slider.
Okay.
The picture in the background is just a full, it's done on a blank template. So because I did not want the navigation up top. I didn't want the logo up there.
Right.
You click on what you want.
So this is an example of sometimes just one little plugin really elevates a whole look.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then when you get inside, you got your navigation up top, and we start with the wedding invitations, and then I've named all the wedding invitations by the last name of the bride that I did them for.
Okay.
Oh, and Hank has joined us again.
He's a handsome guy.
He is a handsome dude. My theme is, you're not a cookie cutter bride. You should not have cookie cutter invitations.
That's adorable. That's
All
great.
All of my wedding invitations are custom designs. One of my favorite ones to laugh at is the one with the disco ball. The lady actually loved disco. They danced every Saturday night and wanted a disco ball, so she got a pink disco ball.
Good for her. I love that. And I do love that once you get into the site, it is a little bit more standard, because you really don't want anybody to have to think too much.
No.
And so I think that your layout here is absolutely lovely. Did a great job.
Thank you.
Should we talk a little bit about Reunion?
Yes. Let's go to Reunion. And Reunion kind of starts off the same way. I'm kind of tired of sliders.
You know what? Well, I think that the slider, a lot of people are tired of them, and they are proven to really not be all that effective. But this is beautiful, and I love a reunion. You probably didn't know that about me, but I am a big reunion girl. Everybody I went to high school with now, I love them, whether they want me to or not. I'm all about it. I think they're great. So
I do too. And
I think a website can really set the tone for a great event.
Yes, and I did this. This is actually the second redesign of this. My class is a little weird. For some reason, we didn't have a reunion from the 20th until the 36th. And
People were busy.
We were busy. And on the 36th, they had used a commercial site. It was very expensive, not really friendly. They were lost inside of it, and they had no idea I was doing this. So we did 36th, then we did a 40th. So for the 40th, I said, I'll take over. Don't worry. I'll just do it. So that's how I got into this. This is really designed for my class and for people to be able to use and feel comfortable with it. I have to say, this is my high school. It was not a prison. It looks like a prison, but it wasn't. It was a brand new school the first year we went.
That's a great picture. It's a great picture. I think it's terrific. I love it. I love that cloudy, grainy sky.
Well, the only way I could get it was out of my yearbook. And yes, I still have my yearbook all the way back to 7th grade.
Yeah, me too.
And it was in color. It was the only color picture. And it looked really bad. So I said, you're going black and white.
Yeah. Oh, no. I love the black and white. And especially you've got a beautiful logo. The shield.
Okay, this is made up. This is not the school logo.
Maybe they should switch.
No, I like our Knights. We are the Knights. But we're using the child theme right now. So for that, I did not put the school logo in it. First place you need to go is you need to register and buy tickets.
There we go.
That's the button there. I did use stock photography for this because I had no pictures, but this is the first place I go. They can buy a ticket. It's done through WooCommerce. It is the free WooCommerce thing, so they can use PayPal, which is what most of them use.
Great.
The other problem with the other reunion sites is they all take a portion of your ticket sales. If somebody runs they're only paying the PayPal fees, or if they have credit card, that's all the fees they're going to be paying.
Okay, that's a good thing to know.
I have a history button here because I think it's fun to see the history. This is actually the old school that turned into a middle school. So I thought, so I did put those in there. And then this is the backside of the high school now.
Wow.
Boulder, Colorado.
Amazing.
Yeah, we see the mountains. So I think it's fun to have a history.
Yeah, I do too.
Beg for donations. You're a nonprofit. It's always great to get donations.
And are the donations just choose your own amount through PayPal?
No, I set them up as 25, 50, 75, and 100.
Oh, I see that down at the bottom. Got it. That's a great idea.
It's a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then they have any questions? Well, the questions is actually the contact page.
Okay.
This is actually what was called this is our locker area.
That's a rather elaborate.
Well, it was really elaborate. See these windows right here?
Yeah.
Up here? When we were there, this was a 3-year high school at that time, and this was called the senior balcony. And it had been known that kids had gone flying off the senior balcony, and back then we had couches down here and the floor was carpeted. The next thing I have is your story, and that's the blog section of this.
Oh, tell me about this.
The way this is set up right now, and I would actually buy the extension. The forms are all done in Colladra. I would buy the extension for user registration just because I think it's a better thing.
Wait, tell us the forms again.
I pronounce it Colladra, Caldera.
Oh, okay. Okay. So and I've also heard Caldera.
Caldera. I don't know how to pronounce.
Yeah. Neither do I now that we're talking about it. Okay. So anyway, first name, last name, email is a Caldera form?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And when you submit this, it will then go to a form for them to fill out and tell their whole story.
That's a good idea.
I haven't tested this. Let's hope it works.
And so your story could be, now I'm a web designer and I live here and I have...
it works. It always sucks.
Oh, look at this. Oh, and then and this is what you did when you were in high school? I was in the photo.
Right. So title for your ears to Fairview. What's invention? What did you think Fairview was? Mine was, it was all about the music.
Oh, nice.
What is your career now?
Oh,
first name, last name, maiden name for girls.
Yes, of course.
Your activities. These were all the extracurricular activities we had.
Okay.
Unlimited, type your message, however long you want to make it.
Right.
And this one added into for us, it added into a MailChimp.
Okay.
Upload a photo too, if they wanted to.
I love that. People are always asking how to upload a photo, and what a cute banner photo you put up there. That's great.
So we go back to this, then it comes out with a straight blog, and you can see what it is. Great school, great friends, great town.
And so when somebody puts in their information on the back end, are you there? Are you the moderator making sure?
Yes, I'm the moderator, and it automatically goes to a post, and then I approve the post and make any changes I might want to make, and then it comes into a blog post.
And do you add their image in here?
No, it automatically adds in when they submit it to the post.
Nice. Oh, that makes it great. Okay, I love this. That's a good idea. Thank you for sharing that. I like
And
the grid module.
thanks. Then, unfortunately, we have this page,
Oh,
memoriam.
yep.
These are their high school senior pictures.
Okay.
This was a teacher, which is why his is a little different. But it's a nice page. And then at the end, there's another form that if you know of anybody that's not on the list,
No.
let us know.
Yeah.
Then I thought, and I didn't do this before I did it for this specifically, I thought it would be fun to show the teachers.
Yes.
The only thing I could see, if you think back, they were so old. Well, in my case, we're all older than them now.
No, it's funny, right?
Right. This is my business teacher, and she wrote all over my picture, and I just left it.
Oh my gosh. She's adorable. She looked like fun.
Oh, she was. She was a lot of fun. And so I just grouped them by what they were.
Oh, look at that hair.
Look at the hair.
Mine hopefully will keep growing. I love
I was going
that.
to ask you, are you going to grow it long or just...
I don't know. I think I'll know when I hit it.
Right. So anyway, went through the whole, just a way for them to show all of their, whatever teachers they have or whoever they want to show.
Yeah, that's great.
What I found interesting was I wish they would have lined the teachers up as headshots because they're all very casual and they were kind of interesting to work with to get them all squeezed in here.
Oh, so you had to, did you Photoshop those or what did you use to get that?
I Photoshopped it. Yeah, I built all these in Photoshop.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
And then our lovely social studies teachers.
And I love this checkerboard look. I think
I do
it's so
too.
pleasing for the eye. And,
This is a nice,
so for somebody who is putting together their own site, it's really a matter for the user just swapping out Pattie's images, and then you can keep the text, art and business teachers, if that's how your school was organized, and then you can name names or, just plop in your own text. It's very easy to format once this is all set up for you.
yes. And
Pattie, let me ask you, do you tell people the size of these images?
I believe I did,
Okay, perfect.
and I can't really remember what they are. They're
Okay.
something like 600 by 350, I think. And funny enough, I found this picture on the web, and this is exactly what our desks look like.
Oh my gosh.
But they made us sit on this side of it, and they yelled at us when they gave us a test because they thought we were cheating. It was an interesting experiment. Then the last thing that I did, and I actually did this for, that's the cover of our yearbook.
Cute.
And then all the senior pictures are scanned in. They go alphabetically exactly as the yearbook did. And then I scanned in some other pictures and placed them throughout.
Are they in the light box? If you click on them, do they get larger?
Yes.
So which module did you use to put these in?
This is just what comes with Ditty.
Okay.
Oh, images, I'm sorry.
You just put them up as the images. That's great. Terrific.
Oh, gallery. The gallery image model is what it is.
Gallery image. Okay.
So that's what I feel and what we took from what they had from any commercial site to make this site. And it's pretty much what you need. You can...
Okay, so out of the box, we have all of these pages.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about that we're going to need the Caldera form.
Yes.
Is there any other plugins that make this special? Or is it pretty straightforward?
It's pretty straightforward. I've installed Bloom. I've installed Monarch.
So people can sign up for your MailChimp list if they want.
Right. If you wanted to do that. The plugins are already installed.
Great.
I didn't do anything with it. I just put them in there for them.
And then do you have, so then maybe if somebody after the reunion wanted to put up pictures, they could easily add another page. You could add another form and they can upload their images.
Yes.
That's a fun idea as well. All right, this is great. I really appreciate how clean and simple it is. And I think, for somebody who's building this kind of website and knows what they're doing will like fly right through it. And somebody who's maybe taken on the responsibility of building this type of site for their class, I think that they'll really just be able to get something beautifully set up quickly.
Thank you. Here's the original school logo.
It's great. It's really great. I like that. And which fonts are you using here? Do you remember?
Typewriter.
Typewriter.
Because, or actually I might have even used for this. I might have used, starts with a C. God. Because it's the only thing we had back then, Elite, because everything, our whole yearbook and our newsletters were typed on typewriters.
I took typing in high school and junior high.
I did too. I loved it.
I have to say, my father kept saying typing is a very useful skill, and I didn't, and he was absolutely right. And so it certainly serves me well now. I'm a zoomy typer.
You're right.
Yeah. That's great. Okay. All right, Pattie. And so what else are you working on? What's next for you?
My next thing, I got a call from a client today. We've done a couple, he's an art dealer.
Oh.
He's going off into a new venture. So this afternoon I'm going to hear about this project. But I'm in the process of developing another child theme for nonprofits.
Oh, that's a great one.
Let me show you.
Ooh, a sneak preview. I like this.
I just made up this nonprofit.
Okay. I'm sure they're worthy.
You're going to love it.
I know I will. Oh, wow. This is lovely.
So in Fort Lauderdale,
Yeah.
you cannot take your dog to the beach except on a leash, which I think is absolutely cruel and inhumane.
I do too.
Especially if you have a lab.
I know.
I have to go 60 miles north to take him to a beach.
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's where I came up with this. Every dog deserves a day at the beach.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I've incorporated Michelle's new letterbox layout.
Okay, Michelle, she is something else, isn't she?
I know. So happy dogs are our success, and I'm just kind of started with this to lay it out. What you need on the first page. I will be building WooCommerce into it because, again, nonprofits tend to go through PayPal.
Right.
I will have a calendar plug in it so people can see their calendar, see what they're going to be doing.
That's great.
We'll come with a recommendation if they don't want to use WooCommerce or PayPal. There's some plugins out there. Have you ever heard of Media Tribe?
Yes.
Okay. Their event calendar, I think, is one of the finest.
Yes. Is
And
it all-in-one events or something? Is that what theirs is?
yeah, I think that's what theirs is called. But they also have a ticket thing that works really well with it. But that's paid plugin, so I'm just doing WooCommerce for this.
Yes, I have actually used that for our local library. I built their website, and we had a lot of success with it. So
Good.
yeah, it's great. This is absolutely adorable. I love it. And I love, it's always a challenge to come up with different ways of displaying these blog posts.
Right.
And this is really, everything has been flat for a while, so I really appreciate just the little bit of shading.
Yes, I do too. And again, no slider, but I like this, volunteer, donate now.
And how did you get the logo like that?
I designed it.
You designed it.
Yep.
And then
Oh, you mean how I did this?
to hang over?
Gino, I don't remember his last name. He has a tutorial on how to do it. And I remember seeing it when he announced it, and so I did his tutorial and did it.
That's awesome. That looks great. Okay, so when can we look forward to this?
Probably by the end of the week.
Yeah, and you know what? This has got a lot of, it's great for this nonprofit, but this could also be very useful for bloggers as well.
Yes.
Especially somebody who's maybe looking for advertisers or somebody who has sponsors, because you could say, or a blogger like featured in, and then you could have the logos of the different media outlets where you've been seen before?
Yes, I'm not a big fan of sidebars.
I hear you.
Never have been, never will be. So I think in between here and here, the calendar is going to go in here somewhere.
Cute.
So
That's great.
So that's what I'm working on now.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
It was good to chat. I appreciate you being here. And, anybody who's looking for a class reunion theme, it's available now.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. All right. You have a good rest of your day, Pattie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.